Here are my top 7 fragrances from Creed. Number 7 is Selection Vert. This is a now discontinued fragrance that is a very good mint and citrus combination. It does have somewhat of a classic feel to it, and it works the best in the warm weather. Number 6 is Royal Mayfair. This is a fragrance that actually doesn't get talked about as much as some of the other ones. It's a beautiful rose, eucalyptus, gin fragrance with a hint of citrus. This is perfect for all year round use, but you really do have to like the note of eucalyptus to enjoy this one. Number 5 is Green Irish Tweed. This is a classic from the Fragrance House. I do prefer the OG formulations more than this one. This smells a little bit more watered down than those did, but overall this is a very nice green fragrance with a healthy dose of lemon verbena. I love wearing this on a warm, rainy day because for some reason it just makes me think about the Irish countryside, and it puts a smile on my face. Number 4 is Erofa. This is a very nice aquatic type of fragrance. I love wearing this at the beach because it does remind me of the salty sea air. For those of you who are familiar with Millesime Imperiale, just imagine that fragrance but without that melon or fruity note. That's what you get with this one. I feel like Erofa is oftentimes overlooked for some of those other fragrances, but if you have yet to check this one out, I think you will enjoy it. Number 3 on this list is another banger for the summer, and this is Jardin d'Amalfi. A beautiful, beautiful fragrance that features notes of citrus, apple, some florals. This is a little bit more expensive than some of their other fragrances, but I think it is worth it. This is such a beautiful fragrance. Back in the day, you could only get this fragrance. Back in the day, you only could purchase this fragrance in a very large amount, but I'm so glad now that they do offer these smaller bottles so people can pick it up without having to figure out what to do with all the other juice. We are down to the last 2 fragrances on this list. If you have followed me for any amount of time, these last 2 should be no shocker to any of you. Number 2 is Virgin Island Water. This is my vacation scent every time that I go to the beach. This is an all-star of a summer fragrance with notes of lime, coconut, and rum. This is the beach in a bottle. People complain about the performance all the time, but fortunately for me, I have really good performance with this one, and I am impressed with the metal cap versions. And finally, for that number 1 spot, Creed Aventus. To me, this is my favorite fragrance of all time. It has been duplicated to death, but there is not one dupe of this fragrance that has been able to pull off the exact scent that comes in this bottle. I have so many bottles of this fragrance, 2 older bottles like this, and some of the newer ones with the metal cap. For those of you who have said that Aventus isn't good, I really wish you could have checked out some of the original versions of this fragrance, because those were so much better than what is being offered now. But again, nothing beats these 4-ounce bottles. I have several other fragrances from this house that didn't make this list. They are all great fragrances that I enjoy a lot, but just not enough to rank on this list.